Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Wassalatu wassalamu ala ashrafil anbiya'i wal mursaleen. Nabiyyina Muhammadin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Rabbi yassir wa tuassir wa tammim bil khair. Rabbana la tuzigh qulubana ba'da idh hadaytana wa hab lana min ladunka rahma innaka antal wahhab. Allahumma inni as'aluka ilman nafi'a wa rizqan tayyiba wa amalan mutaqabbala. Rabbana zidna ilman ajma'in inshallah. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Brothers and sisters, this is Ustad Asim Mehri Ali class for Sunday, August 11, 2024. My name is Nisar Sheikh and I will be continue facilitating grammatically analysis of Surah At Takwir, Surah number 81 in the Quranic sequence, and inshallah we'll proceed to session 2. Brothers and sisters, as I mentioned before, unlike most of the classes, in our class we analyze each ayah both grammatically and morphologically and assign the meaning to each word and then to the ayah, and finally compare our translation with the work of the scholars. Our hope is one day, with the grace, permission, and mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we will be able to look at any ayah of the Musaf and will not only understand the meaning, but also be able to feel the beauty, the depth, and the eloquence of the message deep in our heart, inshallah. Allahumma anta jal Qur'ana rabiya qalbina wa nura sadrina. Brothers and sisters, before we proceed with the analysis of the ayahs, I would like to re-emphasize or reiterate that I am not an alim or even a teacher, but merely a student of the Quran. I spend many hours per week to prepare notes from a number of scholars, number of Arab books by the known scholars, distinguished scholars, and dictionaries, so that it saves you a lot of time and make it easy for you to understand. So, brothers and sisters, on the screen now, I have shown the names of these scholars, along with the page number with their respective Arab books for easy reference for our advanced students. As I explain every time, and particularly because of those of you who are joining new in our class, I have to repeat this message repeatedly for each ayah. And perhaps in the future, we will start doing it only in the beginning of the surah and may not repeat all this thing again and again, inshallah. But for the time being, I continue doing this so that new people who are joining us, they should know the criteria of our class and what type of class it is. So as I mentioned previously, brothers and sisters, even though I consult all these different Arab books, but mostly in our class, we will mostly focus to Dr. Suleiman Yaqub. And only places when I see there is a need for further explanation, I brought up the other scholars, for example, Dr. Ali Mahmood, which is known as the Nuri Yaqeen, Bahjat Abdul Wahid Saleh, distinguished, beautiful 17 volumes, mashallah. Darvesh Mohiddin, I think he has 8 volumes. Dr. Fakhruddin Kubaba, he has 5 volumes. Mahmood Shafi, I think he has 20 or so volumes. And Qazi Abdul Salam is a beautiful translations and the vocabulary. And my colleague and my dear old friend, Saeed Shah, who, because of our Tulabul Quran class, Alhamdulillah, has compiled the Quran for those of you who are intermediate studying the Quran. for the for the surf purposes. That means for the vocabulary and conjugation of the words, I consult a number of dictionaries, mostly the Quranic ones, such as Braille Badawi, also known by Abu Ustad, he mentioned repeatedly as a double D dictionary, and the dictionary by John Penrice, Nadavi, Dr. Lutfur Rahman, and more journal, but a detailed dictionary of Fanswear. And I also consult Brother Zahid Naeem notes for the for the vocabulary purposes. MashaAllah, in his class, he has explained beautiful conjugations and origin of the words. And then for you convenience, if you can notice on the page of the ayah, I write down each and every word, its original, its origin and conjugation of each word right on the page of the ayah. So this will help us all to translate the ayah and easily understand its meaning. So brothers and sisters, I repeatedly say again, I'm just a student. I'm a human being and can make mistakes. So first of all, I seek forgiveness in advance from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Then for you all, if I make any mistakes, and humbly request you all, rather encourage you to help me correct these mistakes. On the screen, you can see my email address. This email address is very specific for this class. So in this way, I can respond to your queries, your questions, your suggestions for improvement quickly and effectively. So brothers and sisters, please do write to me as often as you can. The other apology, my apologies is that post-COVID, I'm still recovering, brother and sister. I have a bout of coughs. My apologies in advance. I don't want to cancel the class and try to do my best to pause it and rejoin the recording as much as I can, inshallah. Without further ado, we go back to inshallah our ayah. Let me just open up the appropriate page. I think this is the page. I think you can see it on the screen right now. We start from ayah number 9, inshallah. But before we go to the ayah number 9, let me erase this. Ayah number 9, we go back and see what we learned very quickly. We're not going to spend too much time, but basically see what has been, what we have done. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم إذا الشمس كورت وإذا النجوم نجوم قدرت. When the sun shall be wrapped up and when the star becomes dim or lose their luster. You see, if you recall, brother and sister, in Surah in Fatar, the previous Surah when we studied, we learned there is a Samau unfarat, and when the sky break apart, Waizal Kuakubu, Nosrat, and when the stars fall or scattering, where you say, Waizal Najubi, and the stars are losing their luster. So these ayahs, pairs of ayahs, they basically they emphasizing the same point again and again, more and more. In this particular ayah, you know that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, as I mentioned, that he has changed. He brought the night file first, and then the majhul work. Okay, and basically when we read, I will just repeat here. Will not repeat again. That basically the kuverat. Oh, well, beg your pardon. Basically, let me take it. Basically, this kuverat was supposed to be here. So you can say is a kuveratu shamshu kuverat, and the repetition of this takrar here is because of the emphasis. Emphasis has been point, and I explained last time because when the iza is used with the past tense verbs, it also gives you a very emphasis of the thing, what is going to happen. Okay, and certainly going to happen. Not only emphasis, but if any doubt, is 100%, no doubt at all, the sun shall be wrapped up. Okay, and these stars will lose its luster or fall down or shall be dispersed. Then we have وَإِذَا الْجِبَالُ سُيِّرَتْ وَإِذَا الْإِشَارُ قُتِّلَتْ. If you remember last time, last time I think the Jabal verses didn't came. And when the mountain are set in motion or moving away, وَإِذَا الْإِشَارُ وَإِذَا وَإِذَا الْإِشَارُ قُتِّلَتْ. And when the full term 10-month she camel shall be abandoned, left unattended. Okay. And again, same thing, the Vakya before. Okay. وَإِذَا الْوَشُوشُ حُشِّرَتْ وَإِذَا الْوَحُوشُ حُشِّرَتْ حُشِّرَتْ. And when the wild beast shall be gathered. When the wild beast shall be gathered, because mountains are the mountains are set in motion. So all the wild beasts which have a sedentary life alone, they were coming down from the mountains and they will be gathered. As some of the scholars further explained it, remember the inhuman and the washush, okay, the wash, the if the role is going to revert. When the human has some tragedy or something, they basically assemble together. And here Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala emphasizing the wild beasts who are used to live alone, sedentary life, they will be coming down from the mountains and gather. وَإِذَا الْبَحَارُ سُجِّرَتْ. And when the seas are blown over or set to fire or or shall boil over, set on fire, or shall made to overflow. If you go back to Surah Infatar, we have وَإِذَا الْبِحَارُ فُجِّرَتْ. And when the seas are erupted, okay. So now we have Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is al-biharu sujjara rather than fujjara, okay. We go forward. وَإِذَا النَّفُوسُ زُوِّجَتْ. And when the souls shall be paired. Here actually I explained that the soul may not be a proper word, but at least as I explained last time, Mufassirin is telling us that some of the Mufassirin mentioned when basically the ruh is pure, but when the ruh comes into nafs, then it becomes a nafs. Okay. And so that's the one meaning, but the other meaning here is when the souls are paired up. I explained last time that there it's a meaning maybe. Remember in I mentioned in the Surah Al-Waqi'ah and the verses I think 8 and 10. فَأَصْحَابُ مَيْمَنَةِ وَمَا أَصْحَابُ مَيْمَنَةٍ وَأَصْحَابُ الْمَشْأَمَةِ وَأَصْحَابُ الْمَشْأَمَةِ وَالسَّابِقُونَ أُولَٰئِكَ مُقَرَّبُونَ. And these are the different group of people, Ashabul Yamin and Ashabul Shamal and Sabiqun. So some of the scholars mentioned that these people belonging to this category will be paired. Okay, so it's a both thing. But our local scholar here, mashallah, Dr. Mustafa Khatab, who did a beautiful clear Quran, he mentioned when the bodies are paired and once more, when the souls and bodies are paired once more. So the meaning could be both of them. Okay. وَإِذَا الْمَوْءُودَةُ سُئِلَتْ. And when the female infant babies are buried alive, shall be asked. The baby shall be asked. It's not the crime, the criminal who committed the crime, but on the person the crime is committed, she will be given opportunity by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that will ask. And here we are, the combination for the ayah, we do that. That's the reason I repeated many times. وَإِذَا الْمَوْءُودَةُ سُئِلَتْ بِأَيِّ ذَنْبٍ قُتِلَتْ. بِأَيِّ ذَنْبٍ قُتِلَتْ. Okay. Let's analyze now what the ayye zambi is. Okay. So so ba is harfujar, brothers and sisters. Two words here. Oh, I beg your pardon, let me just correct my pen. Excuse me. we're using two here. So ba, harf and ayyi. Ayyu. Okay. Yes is harf and this is mabni ala kasra. Okay. And ayyi, ayyi is here because of the ba, but ayyu is basically harfu istifham. Ismu istifham, I beg your pardon. Is ismu istifham. No, is tif, is istifham. So istifham and this also is right now is mabni ala, is it the Redman? Mabni ala kasra. Okay. And it is right now fi mahalli jarrin because of the ba, right? So I can write down bil ba, bil ba'i because of the ba. And IU, as you know, we talked about previously many times, is also came as a mudaf. It's always come as a mudaf. So here mudaf came in. The following ism is going to be majroor, right? So zammin becomes the majroor, and you can see directly. So this is not only majroor, this become mudaf ilayhi because of that. So you can write down ism majroorun, mudaf ilayhi, alamat jarra is kasratu zahira. Okay, mudaf ilayhi, but I would write down short form mudaf ilayhi majroorun and alamat is jarra is kasratan. Okay. And now, because we also missed one thing, brothers and sisters, every time I mention that whenever jaro majroor comes in, it is always mutalik something. So this jaro majroor is mutalik jar wa majroorun mutalik bil fail, and this fail is kutila. Actually, the fail is right here. Kutila. Okay. Bil fail kutila. Okay. And when we do the meaning, you will become much obvious. Okay. Now, kutila. What is kutila? Kutilat is a two words here. First of all, you can see there is a dhamma on the kaf. And as you know, fi'l madi never have a dhamma. The fa'ala, this kalma, fa kalma never has the dhamma on madi. Okay. Right? So this is the sign that something happened in here, and what is trying to tell you. This is actually Madi was, but it's with Majhul. Madi and Majhul. Okay. So we write down here Fi'l Madin. First of all, I do two lines here. The two words here. Kutla is Fi'l Madin, and it is Mabni ala Fatah. And Wahuwa Mabni lil Majhul. Lil Majhul. Okay. Mabni lil Majhul. Since the Mabni is Majhul, so where is this knife file? Malum word as a file and Majhul word as a knife file. Okay. Where actually this knife file in a Malum word should be the Mafule Bahi. But in a Majhul case, it becomes knife file. Okay. So we write down what is the knife file for this. Knife file of Qutilat is Damir Mustatirun and it is Jawazan, means it has option. Tadbiruhu here. And I write down here, beg your pardon. Yeah, because of that, and I say write down here. This is this night file, okay? And and tau tani. See, as we did before, these two lines here. This should not be line here. I will just make a circle here. So this is 1 and this is 2. Just for the people who are new, this one line is this line. This two lines is here, okay? And this fail is rather me writing again and again, but here actually I may write down. This will atau lil ta is. Tanis and is actually a harf and is mabni ala sukun. Okay? And the jumla, this jumla now, which is kutilat, jumla mean fail plus file, so I beg your pardon, knife file. Excuse me. Is la mahalla min al-i'rab. It doesn't have an i'rab. La mahalla min al-i'rab. Why? Because of the tafsiriya. It is explanatory sentence. What is explaining? Right here. Wa iza ma'udutu su'ilat bi'ayyi zimbin kutila. So it is explaining. So this is explaining. So we can write down it's a jumla, it's a tafsiriya. Tafsiriyati. And then you can write down li sawal, which was this sawal was asked in a previous way, right? Al mau u da tu. Previous sentence. Okay. Or some of the scholars mentioned that this will be istanafiya libiyani. This is a little bit balaga terminology. Since this class is only belong to grammar, so I'm not going to explain that thing. That's a little bit complicated subject. Okay. So basically, so this is the Arabo bi zambin kutilan. So let's look at it. What is the meaning for that? Okay. Bi let's look through here. Bi we name for what? Ba is for, ayye is what? For what? Zambi. What is Zambi? Let's look at it. Zambi is from the word Zanaba, Yaznabu. It's from the Bab Nasra. If it is Bab Daraba, then it becomes this. Zanaba, Yaznubu, or Yaznibu. Zab, Yaznubu, or Zab Nizu. Bab Daraba. Okay? And Zamban is the master, which came here. Okay? Zamban. So, and Zambun is plural is Zanubun. Means sins and crime. Sins. Brothers and sisters, just one more item to cover here. Remember, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala didn't use the word here for ism. Ismun. Ismun is also sin. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala used the word zimbun. Because the difference between the two is the zimbun is basically he's saying even the smaller sin is zimbun. Okay? Even the smaller sin. So we will say zimbun. For writing, we will write down zim, sins only. Here, sin. See here, sin is the noble. Zimbin, I think we should what sin, not be sin. Okay, what sin? Let me just mark here. Some correction. Okay, kutila. What is kutila? Okay, katala. We did many times. Okay, I think we did. It's a very simple word. Everybody know it. But again, it's important to repeat this thing. Katala, yaktulu, qatlan, to kill, to murder. Bab, nasra. Qatla, yaqtulu, qatlan. Form 2 is kuttila. Yukattil, yukattilu, taktilan. Taktilan. To kill in a large number. That's the difference. To kill or murder. And form 2 is to kill a nam number. Or to exterminate by force. Exterminate. Okay. So the form 2 is always gives the emphasis. Okay. Form 3 is katila, yukatilu, kitalan. To fight, to combat, to exact. And form 8 is same thing. Iktala, iktatal, iktatala, yuktatilu, iktitalan. To fight against one another. To fight against one another. These the combination kindly try to remember. But here basically majhul word used from kutila. From kutla majhul is kutila. Katala malum, kutla is majhul. Kutla yuktalu, yuktalu. This is this thing, okay? So this become kutilat is tau tanisi added here, okay? Tau tanisi is added here and become kutilat. So we will say to kill or to murder. So because it's a majhul, so she was killed. Now it becomes very apparent. This is sister, very, very emphatic. Look at here. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala were asking, وَإِذَا مَعُودَةُ سُئِلَتْ. And when the infant buried alive shall be asked, for what sin she was, for what sin she was killed. For what sin she was killed. Means the person whom the crime has been committed, he will be giving the permission to say for what sin you were killed. So it's emphatic, very emphatic. Okay. So we go forward. So now you can see we continue for the Iza again because wa Iza nafushu zuwajat wa Iza mu'udatu soilat bi ayyi zambi kutilat. Now you continue the same thing wa Iza suhufu nushirat wa Iza suhufu nushirat. So this is the same as before because it came a new one now. So what we're going to do, we're going to just cut and copy so that make it easy for us. But I will explain. Okay. Again, it's the same thing, brothers and sisters. This nushirat will be here. Okay, like we did before. Okay. The nushirat would be iza nusirat usufu nusirat. Okay. Now we go back to the page number 1. Just give me a minute. So this will help us. Otherwise, it will take a lot of time to rewrite that thing. But I'm going to do that for the completion of the note for this particular, because the new, it's not a continuous to the old class, it's a new one. So I want you to make sure that the notes are complete for everybody, okay? So we come back to my page here, and I'm going to just put it down so then we can go through purposely. Here we go. So in this way, brother and sister, look, the Arabs are the same thing. Next time we will write down Misle Arabu Shamshu, the first, or Misle Arabu Ula. What is the first ayah? Arab, and the same Arab is here. So we go down here. One more item. I can write down with the screen, make it 1. And here I will write down Nu He. That's okay. So now you know it should be complete. So Iza is Zarf Zamal Mustaqbil Wahwa Mudaf. Wahwa Mudaf. I beg your pardon. What happened here? I just missed my pointer. ظرف لزمان ومستقبل مبني على سكون في محل نصب. Okay. متعلق بجواب. And jawab, remember the same thing as the jawab came before. متعلق بجواب in ayah number 14, which is coming. عملت نفس ما قدمت. It is coming jawab. So we will look through. But it's also يتضمن minus shart, means that it contains in itself is a shart minus shart, but this is actually غير جازم. And last time I explained what are the shart ism or harf shart which are jazim, and what are the ghair jazim. Inshallah, next time I'll show you the table again so that you can get familiarized with this again and again so you don't have any question afterwards. Okay, so hofer is knife file of the, because the knife file of the verb which is mezuf. Okay, so therefore we call it naifilun marfuun walamate rafai damma lefele mezuf. Fail is mezuf yafzuru ma baduha, which is explained afterwards, and is taqdiruhu. Taqdiruhu is always, this sentence will come back from here. Sorry, and we have to rewrite this one. That's why I copy this thing. So it should be Iza nusirat uswahu. It should be, pen should change to 2. Iza nusirat as-suhuf. Okay, this should be right. It should be this here. And jumla min fail, min mazuf fail, and naif file is fi mahalli jarrin mudaf ilayhi of this mudaf here. Okay, and nusirat came again. Takwir, repetition, is a fail madi mabni ala fata mabni lil majhul, and this taw tanisi, this is one word, this is 2 words. The taw tanisi is a harf mabni ala sakun, and his naif file is damir mustatir taqdiruhu jawazan taqdiruhu huwa. यहाँ पे I will go back here. I will write down the here. Okay, and this jumla fi fail, which is nusra, and plus nusrat plus knife file, which is here, is tafsiriya. Okay, is explaining the meaning. Okay, correct. And then is interpretatory, is going all, and they are all brothers and sisters, you know, because of this wow here. This wow is all connected to the very first ayah. They all connected to the very first ayah, which is وَإِذَا الشَّمْسُ كُوِّرَتْ. Okay, and therefore, okay. So, alhamdulillah, we did the era for this. وَإِذَا الصُّحُفُ نُشِرَتْ. Now we go back to translation. Back here, وَإِذَا, and when صُحُفُ. Let's look at the صُحُفُ. It's actually form 1, form 2. Form 1 did not come, I think, in the Quran, I believe. I may be wrong, but I haven't seen it in the Quran. So form 2 is Suhafa. Sahafa, sorry. I beg your pardon. Sahafa. Yusafi, Yusahifu, Tashifan. Yusahifu, Yusahifu, Tahifan. Okay. To misplace the diacritical mark, to misspell, to mispronounce. May Allah forgive me because of my the stroke and issues. My tongue basically sometimes get a very difficulty with the kasra comes after dhamma or fatah. I have a difficulty. So my apologies in advance. Okay. So the word from here came here. Sohufun is plural is suhaifun. Okay. And also sahifatun. Sahifatun, basically, this is a singular and is plural to plural. Sohufun and sohaifun. Okay. So meaning that which is written upon. Leaf, page, or record. Leaf, page, or record. I think we will just take the meaning as a records of deeds. Of deeds, okay, in a bracket. So I will say what is sohofu, which we say the pages and the pages or the record in bracket records of deeds. Okay. By sohofu nushirat. What is nushirat? The word is root words are noon, sheen, ra, and it is from bab nasra. It is nashara, nashara, yansuru, nashran. Nashara, yansuru, shuru, nashran means to spread out, to unfold. To this is the word came here, but nashra came here, malum, but the word came here is nushira, which is majhul. Nushira, yun saru, and ta is tanisi here. Okay. Other words which came in Quran is a different one. Nashrun and Nashurun need to resurrect from the dead. Important, okay. Form 4 came in, which is Ansara, Yunsiru, in Sharan. Anshara, Yunshiru, in Sharan. To resurrect from the dead, so also means, okay. To resurrect from the dead, okay. And form 8 is Antashara, Yantasiru, Intisharan means to disperse. Intishar, Urdu word, they came from Israel. Something goes scattered, it disperses. Intishar. Nashrun is a verbal noun. Nashrun or nashran. Okay. Spreading out, unfolding, resurrecting, reviving. Nashur is also a verbal noun. Jama, resurrecting, reviving, and spreading out. Okay. So these are the words, different words came in Quran. So I thought I should put together for your vocabulary purpose. If you do all, brothers and sisters, alhamdulillah, pretty soon, in a couple of months' time or year time, we will be, you guys all will be perfect in a grammar, Nahu part. But I think one of the difficulty comes in the vocabulary. Once we build up the vocabulary, inshallah, as our original wish, my original desire is, I should be able to open any page of the Quran and without any looking any translation or anything etc., we should be able to absorb the message of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us, as our Ustad always dua, give us a strong memory, okay, so that we can understand the vocabulary of the words, so it become very easy for us. Okay. So nushirat, we took the word, are made open or open, spread out or unfolded. Okay. So are pages or records of deeds are made, because it's a majhul word, that's what I'm saying, open. Or you can also write down in bracket, spread out, or you can write down unfolded. Basically, meaning is when all the records of our human deeds are made available for you to see very easily. They are all open up. It will be in front of you. Okay. So for what sin? So let's go back. I think I forgot to give I think I gave you the page, the screenshot of this page last time. Okay. So I will give you the screenshot of this, but let's look at our translation is, for what sin she was killed, the baby who was buried alive, baby girls who were buried alive. And when the pages or the records of the deeds of everyone will be spread open. So let's look at our translations from our scholars and see how well we did. So where are we said 5, yeah, there we go. So number 10 is our translation here. Number 10 and 11. Copy. Go back here. Oh, we have 2 of them, okay. So this would be one. Here. Next time I will leave a little bit more room in the top so we can have some more time. I go back and we need a number 9, translation of number 9, this one. There. Copy. Paste. Okay, brothers and sisters, now let me just make it a little bit better. So guys should be able to read it. So we go resize and I make it a little bit better and then spread out. We don't need it. Okay, there we go. So I think Dr. Mustafa Khatab in a clear Quran explained بأي ذنب قتل, for what crime they were put to death. For what crime they were put to death. And Dr. Mohorali, for what sins they were killed. What sins they were killed. And we said, for what sin she was killed, okay, because of the sin. So sometimes these words are the implied in English also, okay. So and Dr. Sister Iman Tori said, for what crime she was killed. So this is exactly it. For what crime or what sin she was killed, okay. Wa iza suhufu nushirat. And when the records of the deeds are laid open, we did same thing, okay. And the records of the deeds are laid open, and when the pages shall be spread out, the pages shall be spread out, made to open. And when the scrolls are spread open, and the scrolls are spread open. So you can see all 3 people. Sohofi has the record of deeds, or the pages, or the scrolls. They all 3 meanings. Okay. Jazakallah. Alhamdulillah, I think it's very, very open and clear. I'll give you the screenshot here for this. And then I will give you the screenshot of the total vocabulary so that you don't have to go through open the books. Alhamdulillah, I have done that work for you guys, inshallah. May Allah give us all the tawfiq to learn and understand his message, inshallah. Okay, so the sister, I will just need a 1 or 2 minute break for my cough. I need a glass of water. So I'm going to pause it for a minute or so, and I'll come back. Alhamdulillah. Okay, so next ayah is وَإِذَا السَّمَاءُ كُشِطَتْ. وَإِذَا السَّمَاءُ كُشِطَتْ. If you remember last time you came in Surah Intifar, Surah Infitar, وَإِذَا السَّمَاءُ انفطرت. Now is وَإِذَا السَّمَاءُ كُشِطَتْ. Okay, وَإِذَا السَّمَاءُ كُشِطَتْ. So let's look at it. The Arabs are still the same. We are not going to repeat it. We just say misal fa'il. So here basically 2, 1 word. At least we have to finish up till ayah 14 minimum, inshallah. So I'm going to slide to rush. Wow. 2 words here, wow and iza. Okay. Wow is harf ataf and mabni ala fatah. And iza is the same. I will write down misal arabi ula. . The same Arab in the first one, okay? With the samau and the same thing. Misal, Arab, the first ayah. I will write down even the name, Ashams. Ashamshu. Okay? And this one is Misal, Arab, Guvirat, right? The Ula, right? So, correct? So now we go for look at the directly translation. Inshallah, we save a lot of time now. And when let me write down a little bit lower because last time, remember that thing came in. We need some more room for the translation. Okay. And as you know, I'm not going to repeat that thing. This word should be here, right? Why does Kushevat? Sama. Okay. Asama. Let's look at the what is Sama. I think we did previously. So I'm not going to go through that thing. I will just very quickly mention this here. Sama is Muannas or Muzakkar is the same. Its plural is Samavat. Plural is Samavat. It means sky or space above. Sky or say above. That root words are seem, wow, seem, mean, wow. You can go back to the last one. Last ayah, you can see the meaning of that one, okay? And this is small, the sky, Kushita. Let's look at the Kushita. Kashata, Yakshitu, from Bab Daraba. Daraba, Yadribu. Kashata, Yakshitu. Or Kashtan is master, okay? To remove, to take off, to strip off, to scrape off. All meaning of Kashata. And Majhul is Kushita. I beg your pardon. I don't know whether I was saying correctly or not. I will repeat again, please. Forgive my mistake of pronunciation. Is Kashata. Yakshitu. Kashtan. I think it's a Kashaka. No. I forgot now. See, Kashata. Yakshitu. And Kashtan. But Majhul word is Kushita. Yakshatu. And Kashtan. Same thing. So, this is Tautanisi, this majhul word, okay? Means to strip off or to scrape off. So we say when the sky wood is stripped, STRIPPED, stripped away. And the sky shall be stripped away. Because of takrar, okay? I think shall be is a little bit better meaning, okay? And when the sky shall be stripped away. If you recall last time, by Samau unfatarat, when the sky break apart. Surah Infitar. Okay. But here is by Samau Kushat. And when the sky is stripped away. Okay. And let's look at the authentic meaning for our Ustad, and which is this one. We just copy here. I think next time we'll do two together. Actually, would be slightly better, but this one has a more room. Okay. And our ulmas are explaining us what meaning we have when the sky shall be stripped away. I beg your pardon, I think I did the wrong one. My My mistake. Just give me one, please. We should not supposed to copy the number 9. We're supposed to copy the number 11. Huh? We didn't copy this one. There. Copy. Yes, I think it did. I was right, but somehow it didn't did the properly. Yeah, there we go. And they were saying Dr. Mustafa Khatab, and when the sky is stripped away, and when the sky shall be taken off, and when the sky is torn off, and the sky is torn off. So this is, if you know, I think Nomani Rufai has explained a little bit better. Remember that we say when you have a, basically meaning is when the skin of the sky is peeled off. So when the skin of sky, when the skin is peeled off, what happens? You can see the flesh and the blood oozing from here, and it turned out to be a red color. Okay, so this is what the means that the sky, what you see of the sky, is typically means you will be saying the sky basically reflects what is on the ground. Is sky color is basically reflecting the color of the ocean. Okay, and that's why it looks like blue. So when the sky is reflecting the earth, which will be burning red. Remember, we have the ayah which will say the sky will be um, where did it go? What? Biharu Sujjarat. Okay, what is a Biharu Sujjarat? When the sea shall boil over or set on fire. Okay, boil over or set on fire. And that's the reason Numani will be explaining the sky will be looking at red, as if its skin is peeled off, and the and in analogy with the human or the animal, when you peel off the skin, the muscles start having oozing blood, red color out. Okay, so that's what basically means when the sky is stripped away. Okay, wa izal jahimu suwirat. Wa izal jahimu. Oh, I think when we copy here, the harkas are missing in this one. So let me put the harkas here. So it should be this and this. Jahimu should be like this. Wa izal jahimu suwirat. The Arabs are exactly the same. Okay, I will just copy from here. So we can move forward quickly. Let's try to gain some. Okay, so I just, for your record, I just placed it here. Okay, so and when, so we go the translation directly now. So and when a jahim, the hellfire, suirat. What is suirat? Let's go to, anyway, I have a jahim here, by the way, so let's quickly look through a couple of meaning for that. So basically the word for jahim is jim ha mim. Okay, from bab koruma, jahuma, yajhumu, juhuman, bab koruma. This is the one, and also from bab nasamiya, jahima, not jahuma, which is bab koruma, bab samiya, jahima, yajhamu, and jahaman or jahaman. Okay, this masdar is different. There are two masdar. Masdar is different if whether if the bab samiya or bab kuruma. Means to burn brightly. To burn brightly. And from bab fatah, let me write down here, I think I missed it here. Bab fatah, it could be jahama yajhamu. Its meanings are slightly different than it is. Rather than it is meaning or to burn brightly, to kindle, to make something burn. To kindle or make something burn. Jahimun is fire burning or blazing or intense fire. Fire burning is called Jahimun, blazing intense fire and called Jahimun. Al Jahim is a proper marfa noun, basically refer to the hellfire, refer to the hellfire. And we already wrote down there and the hellfire, okay? Suerat, Suerat, Suerat from Bab, Fatah, Sara, Yasaru, Saran. Majhul is Soira, Suira, or Yasaru, or Yas. Sorry, I beg your pardon. This is form 1 and this is form 2. The word came from form 2, Suirat. Okay, so let's do the form 2. Sahara, you sa'iru tas'iran. Okay, to kindle or start a fire is Sahara. Okay, is Majhul is Suira. Majhul is Suira and from Tatanusi, Suira. That's how the word came in. To price, to set a fire is also being there. Okay. Sairun is blazing fire, intense fire is called Sairun. Is intense fire is called Sairun. So from the same word, it's also came in the Quran. Okay. Waizal Jahimu Suirat is set ablaze. Okay, to kindle fire, to set ablaze. To kindle or start a fire. To kindle and start a fire or to set ablaze. So we write down here, fire is set ablaze. Okay, and let's look through quickly the translation from the scholars, 3 scholars which we follow. Copy, we go back. Okay, Dr. Mustafa Khatab is telling it, Waizal Jahimu Suirat, and when the hellfire is fiercely flared up, fiercely flared up. Mamuda, what's the word used? Um, it slipped from my mind. Anyway, and when the hellfire is fiercely flared up, okay? And when the hell shall be set ablaze, and when the hell shall be set ablaze, when the hellfire shall be set ablaze. I think I should write down. I even say that repeatedly, but I forget. I really like the word shall be because it reflects the takrar of the fail. Okay, between. Okay, I'm just making this mark. That is appeared. So this word is given here and this word is given here. Okay, so that why the emphasis should be shall be. Okay, and the Sister Iman Tori said when the hell is set to blaze, or when the hell shall be set ablaze. Okay, this is a beautiful translation. So I'm going to give you a screenshot quickly for this. For those of you who take a shot, I think some of you have already requested me, and therefore I start giving a minute or two to make a thing. Actually, brother and sister, I'm not sure because on my screen in the computer which tell me that you are recording and stop share and so forth. I hope it's not showing on your screen because sometimes it overlap the word before. I don't really believe it because when I see it in the video, it's not showing there. So I'm hoping the same is the truth. Okay. So now I give you a screenshot of the vocabulary. So there we go. By the way, I did forget to mention you from this word when I was looking, I came across something else, and then the kashatun. Kashatun is called butcher because of the verb, the person who stripped off, the person who stripped the skin off, butcher. Okay, Auzubillah. Okay, next ayah, inshallah. وَإِذَا وَإِذَا الْجَنَّةُ أُزْلِفَتْ وَإِذَا الْجَنَّةُ أُزْلِفَتْ عَمِلَتْ نَفْسٌ مَا أَحْضَرَتْ عَمِلَتْ نَفْسٌ مَا أَحْضَرَتْ. Beautiful. If you recall, brother and sister, last time, last time, last ayah, we heard about عَمِلَتْ نَفْسٌ مَا قَدَّمَتْ وَأَخَّرَتْ. Here comes in عَمِلَتْ نَفْسٌ مَا أَحْضَرَتْ. So we'll look at the differences, inshallah. Okay. But وَإِذَا الْجَنَّةُ أُزْلِفَتْ. First of all, the same thing. First thing I will do is to do this so that you should know that this uzzilat is here. The same thing. Okay. And second thing, what I will do, I will just copy the araf from here and put it there for you, so that your thing would be, notes would be complete. Okay. Copy. Oh, no, I will fix it. I will fix it, inshallah. Just give me a minute. There we go. There we go. Okay. So let's do the translation. So the Arab is exactly the same. Rafa Zama here, and in front of you is Al Jannatu, which is Naifayat. Uzzilat is Majhul Madi. Okay. And then here is the Naifayat for that. Okay. So the meaning would be now, let's go directly to the meaning. And when Al Jannatu. And look at the Jannah. Alhamdulillah. I think we did before also. So very quickly, Jannah, Yujunnu is mudaf word. Where Allah, Lam kalma is, the Fa kalma is double. Okay. Jannah, Yajunnu, Jannan or Jununan. To cover, to hide. And Jinnun is collective noun, jinn as opposed to humans. Okay. Jinnun is collective noun, jinn as opposed to human. Okay. And Majnoon, I think the word came before, is going to come again. So I'm just going to mention this is the Isma Maful, means mad or insane or possessed or crazy. Mad, insane, possessed or crazy. And then Jannatun, Jannatun or Jannatun. Jannatun or Jannatun is garden or paradise. Garden or paradise. Lush garden is also Jannah. Lush garden is also Jannah. Okay. Jannatun or paradise. So we go Wa izal Jannatu uzzilat. Okay. Wow. And when Al Jannah, Jannah we already wrote is garden or paradise. I will write down the paradise. The paradise or is called the lush garden. Lush garden. Okay. Uzlifat. You can see the form 4. Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah. So what is Uzlifat? Let's look at it. Uzlifat. You can see the form 4. Alhamdulillah. So the root words are, brothers and sisters, for this is Zalafa from Bab Nasra. Zalafa, Yazlufu, and Zalfan or Zalafan or Zalifan. Zalfan, Zalafan or Zalifan. All three masdar. Okay. And of course, the means to approach, Zalafa, to approach or to go near. Okay. Form 4 which came is here. Form 4 which came here, majhul word. Malum is azlafa, yuzlifu, izlafan. Majhul is uzlifa, yuzlafu. Uzlifa, yuzlafu. Okay. Means to bring near or to bring close. To bring near or to sorry, but brother and sister, just give me one. Alhamdulillah, I'm back. My apologies, brother and sister. Wa izal jannatu uzlifat. As we're saying, uzlifa, uzlifa is malum and uzlifa is majhul. Means to bring over, to bring near or to bring close. Zulfatun, verbal noun, approaching, being close at a hand. Zulafun is plural of noun, Zulfatun, span of time. Zulafun. Okay. So here we have Uzlifat, which is majhul, is brought near. Is brought near. And when the Jannat paradise is brought near. So, brother and sister, I think if you recall, I think few weeks, few sessions before in one of the session, I did explain you that look how the word, when you change the harakat, change. Okay. Let me give you an example. This may be a good place to look at again. Okay. We saw Jannatun, right? So we have, let me write down here. Jannatun. The other word is, which we learned today, we learned before also, Jinnatun. And there's another word is Jannatun. Okay, three words. If you recall, I'm going to color them. You see, okay? The how, brother and sister, the look at how in a fa'ala, if you have three root words, fa'ala, and how the haraka on the fa kalma, which is jim, jim, and jim, is changed the meaning totally. Jannatu is paradise. Okay. Jannatun, you already know jinns as opposed to humans. And Jannatun and Junnatun is a shield or cover. It's called Junnatun. Okay. So I thought is something interested. Something came is very interesting actually. So I thought I should point this thing out. So, so something to remember. And anytime the example comes in for something you can do. Okay. So it actually is jinn. Jinns or shield or cover. Okay. It's a singular. Faizal Jannatul Uzlifat, and when the paradise or lush green garden is brought near. When the shell brought near. Okay. And you can notice Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is is use the word uzlifat. He didn't use the word ukribat. Ukribat is also close, okay? He used the word uzlifat because brought near, uzlifat means brought near with honor, is an honoring gift. Brought near with honor. It's an honoring gift to uh, from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to people of those the group of Sahilin which I mentioned before. Okay, it's honorary gift, and for the Muslims, for the Mu'mins, the paradise is brought near as an honorary gift. Okay, and second thing is look through is a Jannah is brought to the closer with an emphasis because actual sentence is wa iza uzlifat al jannatu uzlifat. So this is a takrar. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling that Jannah is being brought closer to the believer as an honor. I think this is explained by Numani Gasan. Alhamdulillah. I thought I should mention it to you. Now, brothers and sisters, from the very beginning, we can see Iza repeatedly is coming, right? Repeatedly, Iza is coming. Just time like cough. So, Iza coming for Iza Shamshu Kuvirat, wa Izal Najumun Qadarat, wa Izal Biharu Suyarat, wa Izal Isharu Uttilat, wa Izal Bahushu Ushirat, wa Ilal Biharu Sujjarat, wa Izal Nafusu Zawwijat, wa Izal Ma'udat Su'ilat, بأي ذنب قتلت وإذا صحف نشرت وإذا السماء كشطت وإذا الجحيم سيرت وإذا الجنة أزلت عملت نفس ما أحضرت. Now the jawab, all the when this happened, okay? Repeatedly, when the sun is wrapped up, when the stars are fall upon and dispersing, when the mountains are removed or in motion, and when the full-term she-camels are abundant, and when the wild animals or beasts are all gathered, and while the seas are filled with flames, and when the nafus, all the souls are paired, and when the baby girl who was buried alive is asked, بأي ذنب قتلت, when what sin she was being killed, what crime she was being killed. وإذا الصحف نشرت, and when the pages are made public, and when السماء كشطت, when the sky is stripped away. وإذا الجحيم سمرت, when the hellfire is set ablaze. وإذا الجنة أزلت, and when the paradise is brought closer as an honorary gift to the believers. Now Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, and now is coming the jawab of all when. Amilat nafsun ma ahadarat. Subhanallah. Amilat nafsun ma ahadarat. Let's analyze that thing, okay? It's a beautiful shart and a jawab shart coming. Shart and jawab shart. Amilat. What is amilat? Fele madin, because now we cannot write down Mislu Arabi Ula because it's a new sentence totally, so we have to go through inshallah. Let me change my thing. Brother and sister, when I really understood this thing deeply in my heart, you will not believe it, how moving it is. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala picturizing, visualizing for us the day of resurrection and how horrible day it is. And he started with the lesser thing to more and more. And he's describing. Then the jawab is coming. And the jawab is now we are studying. Okay. Amilat is two words. Alima, Alimat, Alima, one word. And Tao Tanisi. Okay. So this is Madin, really Madin. And it is Mabni ala fatha. Okay. And ta litanis. Now litanis and is in harf and it is mabni ala sukun. You can see the sukun at top. Right? Mabni ala sukun. Right? And we'll go a little bit forward, then I will have one more thing to add. Nafsun is fa'il now because the Madi is not Majhul. Alimat is not Majhul. So we come back to all the time there was a knife file, So but this word is not Majhul. This is Malum word, so it's file. When you have a file, it's a marfu. And alamat rafa is dammatul zahira. Okay. And now, brothers and sisters, this fail and file together. Let me just fix it a little bit. And right here is jumla here. Min fail plus file. This jumla. Amilat nafsun jumla. Fail of file. And it is la mahalla min an Arab. Why, brothers and sisters? Because this is actually a jawabu isa. Jawabu shart. Okay? And what is the jawab shart? Jawab isa of ayah number 1. For all the ayah, which is related to it. Actually, jawabu isa is starting from the ayah number 1. Okay? Because all the other isa is basically matuf to isa ula. Okay? And our next thing we have to do that jumla asloob isa, which is the style of the sentence. We call it asloob shart or asloob qasam. Okay? Here asloob isa or shart. Maybe I should write down shart here so become a little bit better. Okay? So then we will differentiate jumla min subu shart in bracket isa is la mahalla min Arab. What happened? Something happened to my pen, brothers and sisters. There. In that, la mahalla min al-Arab. This is my circle for la mahalla, laha min al-Arab. And this is why, because this jumla ibtidaiya is starting from there. Jumla. Okay. So this is the complete Arab of amilat nafsun. Now, ma here, brothers and sisters, ismu mausul. Ma here is ismu mausul or ma'u mausula. And I think I mentioned, I cannot emphasize, I tell you repeatedly, it's very important. Ma came so many times in Quran. So it's extremely important to understand this ma, different ma. If you allow me again, just give me 1 minute and I will repeat a little bit for you because for me, when I was studying, it becomes very important that if you familiarize yourself with the ma, and I'm going to only open a chart only. This is the chart I think I shared with you. I think repeatedly you should keep this chart handy. There are 10 type of ma basically came, but in Quran only 9 ma are used. Okay, so one of the ma as a ma zarfia. Actually, I have not found it. If anybody find it in the Quran, please let me know. Inshallah, I will add in the chart. Okay, so ma istafamia. Mao Nafia, Mao Mosula. That's the Ma which came in here. And last time I think the Ma came in with the ayah Ma Nakratu Tamatun Mubhamatu. Okay, the vague Ma. Okay, so different type of Ma. So ma istafamiya, ma nahiya, ma masula, ma masdariya. If you notice that ma istafamiya and ma masula, ma shartiya tajuba, they are isms, okay? And there's ma nakratu tamiyatu, this is also ism. The remaining ma's are harf, okay? And these are the different meanings of this ma, okay? We have a ma masula, means that which. And this ma is used in a relative clause. If you want to look at it, Medina books, you can go back to book number 2, page 117. And this 2 dots means here. This is actually Medina books, A plus page number, okay? And Medina key, this is the Medina book English key with 1 dot. This is actually the actual book that you describe, okay? So this chart, I think my request to you would be, brother and sister, you can keep handle this chart, alhamdulillah. I will submit you another chart where I will not show this thing, but I'll give you the reference of this selective ayah from the Quran. So you can go directly look at that thing if you have any doubt, okay? And alhamdulillah, I have collected a couple of examples where in the same ayah, both ma'u masula or ma'u masdriya, which is sometimes difficult to distinguish between these two ma. Sometimes the same ma can be masula and masdriya also. And there is a couple of occasions with the same ayah, it can come as a masula or masdariya. A meaning interpretation remains the same. The meaning slightly, the way you mean it, slightly change. Wording will change, okay? Because ma'u masdariya basically come in front of a verb and ma'u masula basically come in front of a noun. So this is general, but not all the time it is true, okay? So this is very, very important, brothers and sisters, that we should be very careful about the ma. Because if you go back to the last thing, we have several times the ma came, different type. We have up till now, we have looked at the ma'u masdariya, ma'u masula, ma'u nafiya where it came in, ma'u istafamiya came very time, ma'u shartiya we also dealt with it, ma'u tajibiya, I think, ma'u kafa we did several times, and last time I think we did ring, and we have ma'u zaida also, okay? So just keep this chart, brothers and sisters, handy. This is a very good chart to have in front of you. What I did initially when I was studying 7-8 years ago, when I was taking Brother Asim Ali class, I make this form and I um, laminate it and I put on my desk. So every time comes in, I can look at it and refresh myself immediately. So this becomes very, very important. Some of the things which I'm going to share with you, one of these Mao Maya and Mao Ma. The other one, I think, is Shartiya, the Haruf or Haruf Shart or Isma Shart. Those are very important, so you can look through whether it's Jazim or Ghair Jazim or the two fail will be Jazim or not. Okay. So there is other things, something like that. With Jar Majroor, I have not introduced you that thing. I always tell you the Jar Majroor are always Mutalik something, brother and sister, like Zarf. And I have made a document, in a simple document, in which I describe what is meant by Mutalik and Jaru Majru Mutalik, basically 8 different type of derivatives. Shakkat, derived ism from the noun. And if you look through and then gave some examples on each of the category of Jaru Majroor when it's related to certain things. Inshallah, soon I'm trying to make it a simplified table for that to share for you. Then I will request our Ustad Asim Ali that if he can look at it and review it and if it is okay to share with you all, inshallah. Okay, let's go back to our area. Where am I doing? We can ma. Okay, ma ahadarat. Okay. First of all, brothers and sisters, you can see there's this mad is a very special mad, even though it is not a Tajweed class, but this ma is because of the Hamza, this ma is madde munfaslun. You have to prolong to 4 to 5 chords. Ma ahadarat. Okay. But I think that's a different topic. So this ma here came in ismo mausul. Okay. So let me write down. I'm sorry I will take you sidetrack, but I think it was important that we all should know ma. As you know, the previous ayah when we did this, There are several type of ma came in, okay, repeatedly. So this is ism mausul, and basically bamaine allazi, that which. Okay, and it is here also amilat nafsun ma ahadara. So it's also a mafule bahi. Okay, it's also a mafule bahi. So this is fi mahalli. Oh, I beg your pardon. First thing we should do that ma is basically mabni ala sukoon. But here, as I explained, the hamza is added because of this thing. Okay, because it's tajweed rule. Okay, but actually it was sukoon on top of it. There was sukoon at the top of it, and the sukoon converted to madde munfasil. So mabni ala sukoon fi mahalli nasbin, and this is mafule bahi. Okay. Now we go to ahdarat. Ahdarat. You can see, you can just looking for there immediately, you know, like uzzilat, right? So ahdarat is basically form 4, right? So it looks like a form 4, but it's a fairly madi form 4. Okay, so we say madin. This is again, first of all, before we do that, ahdara, and ta. So we go madin. Excuse me, sister. Mabni ala fatah. Sorry, my dear sister. I'm taking pause for 1 minute to drink the water. So I don't want my cough to come in a recording. Okay? So the pause record. Alhamdulillah. So madin mabni ala fatah. Mabni ala fatah. And then the same thing. File is here. File the mere mustatir. Filun. We should keep the same color which we use it. Filun. Which is file here is the mere mustatirun. Mustakirun, Jawazan, Takdiruhu, here. Okay, so we write down here. Okay, and then Tau Litanis. Okay, the same thing as give here, Harf Mabnila. So rather me writing that thing, I will just copy from here. Only thing I will do make it apparent here is the 2 lines here. 1 line and 2 lines. Okay. And this now because it's a fail in file. And ma came, brother and sister. Whenever ma came, which is isma mausul, it doesn't have its meaning. Isma mausul doesn't have any meaning without its sila, without the following sila. So after ma, this jumla min fi'l fa'il is actually silatul mausul. So I explained you many times before. So I will write down here jumla min fi'l plus fa'il is la mahalla laha min al-i'rab, la mahalla min al-i'rab, and it is silatul mausul. There is sister, this thing we do, I think for 6 months or a year, alhamdulillah, then everything becomes all automatic, inshallah. And you will see every time they come in. So I think this is Arab is alhamdulillah complete here. Okay. So let's look at the meaning. Okay. Let's try to make the meaning. Alimat. Okay. So let's look through Alimat. So wherever we go through here, Alimat, right. I have given some little bit more description about this word because this word is very common, brothers and sisters. It's a very common word. I think we should know and we should memorize it. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala help us for our strong memory, inshallah. Once we know that, the thing become very easily. So from Bab Samia, root word there, Ain, Lam, Mim, Alima, Yalamu, Ilman. Alima, Yalamu, Ilman. Brothers and sisters, always remember, I will show you something else. To mean to know, to be informed, to find out is all Alima. When it comes with the word preposition lam, li, is referred to a God to establish or to make it known or to demonstrate. Of God to punish is all alima. To take to task is all alima. To reward is also alima. Okay, there's a different meaning in Quran. Okay. Now, if from Bab Samia, but it's also Bab Daraba and Bab Nasara. Its meaning changes slightly. Bab Nasra or Daraba, Alama, Yalimu, Yalumu, or Alman. Okay. So to mark, to earmark, and to designate. To mark, to earmark, and to designate is very different. I will explain where the difference will come in. Okay, so ilmun is verbal noun, and noun means to learning, knowledge, information. Alimun is ismu fa'il. Plural is ulama'u. One who knows, learned, or scholar. We all know about alim, okay? And as you know my introduction, I always say I'm not an alim. For many years to go, if Allah give me the long life. Ma'loom, very common word we use in Urdu all the time, ismu maf'ul. That which is known, give or text. Ismu tafdeel is a'lamu, more or most knowledgeable. Now we word Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Alamun. Alamun. Okay? Alamun is Alamuna or Alamina. Alamuna is marfu. Alamina is majroor or mansoob. Okay? Meaning a world, universe. The plural Alimuna means entire creation. All sorts of created beings. World or cosmos. Or called Alamuna or Alimina. Okay? And I think most likely, I'm not sure, it's very difficult to find out. This word, Alimuna, I think originated from Alama. Okay? So, inshallah, we may talk this thing some other day. Okay? So, we know Alimat. So, basically here, the Alama meaning came in here to know. Okay? To know, to be informed. So, Alimat is will know. Oh, wrong color. Who will know? Nafsun file. Nafsun file is the thing. I think I'm not. I think we did last time, many time. I think nafsun. So it would be a soul. For instance, you know, because Allah Subhanahu wa Taala chose the word al nafsun. No, He used the word nakra, nafsun. Nafsun. When you say nakra words comes in, that means every soul. Nafsun comes in, you get every soul. Okay. So you say a soul, or in bracket I will write down every soul. Ma is that which or what. Usually I translate it that which. Or you can say what. Each soul will know that which or what ahadarat. What is ahadarat? Let's go back. The word came from hadara, yahduru, hudurun. Hadara, Yahdu huduran. Bab nasra. To be present, to attend, to take part, to participate. Form 4, as I mentioned, remember, this is form 4. Only thing, Tanis is added. Okay. Ahadarat yuhdiru. Ahadara, I beg your pardon, Ahadara yuhdiru ihdarun. To cause to be present. To bring, to put forward. Take something and bring for presentation. Take something or bring for presentation is ahadara. Take something and bring for presentation is ahadara. So we will say ahadarat, say what is brought for presentation, or it has tatanisi. So we say it has brought. Together, brothers and sisters. And when the paradise is brought near, when the paradise is brought near, and I say that, or Jannah is being brought closer to the believer as an honor, and that time, alimat nafsun ma ahdarat. Each soul, every soul, each soul or every soul will know that which he has brought forward. That which it has brought forward. The soul has brought forward with him. Okay. So, brothers and sisters, this is actually what you call the jawab of Iza. When this thing happened, when this thing happened, when this thing happened. and this mention, okay, ahdarat. So, so the conclusion of the when came in with the one simple statement, with his natural form. No noun or verbs, okay, with the natural forms, okay. But it's all because it's already known. People will know naturally. Alimat nafsun ma hadarat. Each person will know automatically. Each person will know already what our deeds are, what are open. Okay. If you remember the last time in the Surah Infitar, we have amilat nafsun ma kaddamat wa akharat. Okay. Each soul will know what he has sent forth and what he has left behind. Akharat, left behind. Kaddamat is has sent forth. Here Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala used the word ahdarat. What he has brought forth. Excuse me. So let's look at the beautiful thing. Actually, let's look at the authentic translation for our ulma, and then I give you inshallah a screenshot. And I believe that I think it's only hour and a half. We already passing it closely. So inshallah we're going to stop after that, and we will try to pick it up, because also, brother and sister, I think this may be appropriate time to stop, because the qasam is start the next ayah. Uqsumu uqsumu. The qasam is starting in the next ayah. Okay. So I think we're going to basically stop here. So let's look at the translation, authentic translation. Let me, I think, did I bring the first one brought for? No, we have not firstly. I will bring the both translation together. Okay. So this is one translation. Copy. Go back here. Paste it. Make it small. Put it this way. And go back. I have already did formatted everything put together. Typed every translation. And then put in a circle so we don't have to. We can save time. So they will fix. Okay. Waizal Jannatu uzlifat. We said, and when the paradise, the last garden is brought near. Dr. Mustafa Khatab, and when the paradise is brought near. Okay. And Dr. Mohar Ali, and when the paradise shall be brought near. Shall be, because remember, this is Waizal Uzlifat al Jannatu Uzlifat. Okay. Iman Torah says, and when the garden is brought near. And when the lush gardens are brought near. Alimat nafsun ma ahadarat. On that day, each soul will know what deed it has brought along. On that know, each soul will know what deed it has brought forward, brought along with it. Dr. Mohar Ali, then shall know a person what it had brought. A person, every soul, okay? Sister Iman Tori said, then every soul will know what it has prepared for itself. Every head, ahadarat is prepared for us. I will like the meaning basically is brought forward, or I think the meaning take something and bring for presentation. What he has been, what is brought for his presentation of his deeds. Okay, beautifully expressed. Alhamdulillah, brother and sister, I will give you a screenshot of this. Just try to compare, brother and sister, the previous one, alimat nafsun ma kaddamat wa akharat. Now in this one, alimat nafsun ma ahadarat. Let's go to the remaining vocabulary. And brother and sister, if you know that I always mark with the blue thing what is the appropriate look like the translation would be, okay? But I give you more options than a different thing which came in Quran. Okay? Now, this is the complete, inshallah. Okay. I think I already gave you a screenshot for that. You can have a screenshot. And inshallah, while we're doing it, we will have conclude our class for now. And we offer some dua, alhamdulillah. And I basically repeat our Ustad dua as his honor, alhamdulillah. For last 20 years, he has been teaching, and he has made so many beautiful way of teaching, alhamdulillah. And we should always have honor. We also pray for him. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless our Ustad, Asim Hirali. So may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept our devotion of time to study and understand the Quranic Arabic language as a good deed in the scale of our good hasanat. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless our families, our spouses and our children with the excellent health. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless in our jobs, in our businesses, in our careers, in our profession, and in the education of our children. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant us strong memory and deep knowledge of the Arabic and understanding and depth of the message of Quran so that we can all feel the miracle of Quran in our heart. ربنا اتمم لنا نورا واغفر لنا انك على كل شيء قدير اللهم انت اجعل القران ربيع قلبنا والنور صدرنا. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala enlighten our home, our families with the light of the Quran and instill this light among our children. Ya Rabbal Alameen, Ya Rabbal Alameen, keep us safe from the evil of this world and the evil of the viruses and diseases and natural disasters. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala have a special mercy of the people of Palestine. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala have a special mercy of the people of Palestine. Ya muqallib al-qulubi sabbat qulubina ala dinika. ربنا لا تزغ قلوبنا بعد إذ هديتنا وهب لنا من لدنك رحمة إنك أنت الوهاب ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. See you next week, inshallah. Jazakumullahu khairan.